France looking at a new migratory deal so they can, would you believe it, actually expel or direct a certain number of migrants to the UK. Now, we've already seen, of course, through this route from France to Kent via small boats, this continue to escalate at a rapid rate year on year. Recently, of course, we saw over 800 people using this route in a single day on 30 boats on Saturday. The French intercepted just 10 crossings, about 193 people from coming on top of that number of 828, which I think is a pretty pathetic return given the huge amounts of money we've given the French, of course, most recently, £54 million. Now, the suggestion being made now is from Clément Beaune, France's Europe Minister. This is the guy who decided to play EU politics with the French border closure causing huge misery back in December, if you remember. At the time, for all the pseudo-patriots who praised the permanent closure of borders every day. Now, of course, these ridiculous, childish, pathetic comments from this senior French politician actually saw a backlash, including from Remainers here in the UK at the time, from people saying it was the French government trying to make a useless, irresponsible point, and it was also penalising, of course, a lot of French and other Europeans as well. Ridiculous and immature, well said. Well, Clément Beaune now calling for a new migratory deal, and as the Telegraph report, he said that we must, after Brexit, have a new migratory deal, no doubt, between the EU and Britain, so that we can expel or direct a certain number of migrants to the UK so they can request asylum. It's Britain's responsibility, apparently, highlighting the attractiveness of Britain's asylum system and saying we are the ones who have paid a high price over the last 10 years. We see it in Calais regarding organisation, humanitarian aid and police check. What we've seen from the Brexit Britain perspective, of course, as I've said before and highlighted, is Priti Patel agreed to give the French tens of millions of pounds, and the numbers making these illegal, dangerous crossings keep increasing. The trafficking gangs, the criminal gangs exploiting people, clearly making absolutely huge amounts of money. And of course, as I highlighted yesterday, the British public really now want to see Boris start to turn the boats back finally. And I would suggest, given that the French continue to escort these vessels into our waters, perhaps it's time we start actually escorting them back to France. Yes, of course, they'll throw their toys out the pram, but that might actually be a way to stop this route. Now, as for Clément Beaune's comments, a Conservative source telling the Telegraph that Monsieur Beaune needs his eyes testing. Day after day, French boats are escorting migrants into UK waters. We would love a new deal with the EU or France, but so far both are refusing to discuss it. We are reforming the system through our new plan for immigration and would suggest that he has a read of that before making such nonsensical comments. Conservative MP Tim Loughton saying, why am I not surprised? So here's the deal. They can send migrants to the UK to make their asylum applications so long as they immediately take back all of those who have had their claims rejected and stop all those still trying to come illegally in small boats. So yeah, look, that's the French perspective on this. Seems absolutely potty to me. What we're going to need is for the boats to be turned back to France, whether they like it or not. That is the only way you are actually going to stop this dangerous situation from escalating even further. As I said, on Saturday alone, over 800 people. This is escalated to a ridiculous, crazy degree. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see Boris Johnson and Priti Patel do next on this. What do you make of this proposal from the French? Do let me know, guys. And as ever, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you've hit subscribe and the bell so you don't miss my next report. And as ever, thank you so much for watching.